Good morning, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns, and have you ever had one of those days where you're like, really? Really? We're going to play it this way? Really? That seems to be the day. Let me take my mask off. I went to the post office today to mail off some bags to Rose, and I don't know. It's kind of annoying when you pick up a box that still says it's $19.50, but to ship it, it's almost $22. Somehow that just doesn't seem right, But, they get to change those things all the time, so, what are you going to do? But I know I've been a little frustrated this week because my sock crate from Nick Crate for April said it was shipped out a month ago, and the UPS service that they use for mailing doesn't know where it's at. Post office hasn't received it, and of course Nick Crate is so behind on their emails they can't even start a search for it because they haven't reached my email that I sent way back like 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks. Then on top of that, they've already charged for the May, and probably won't see that until the end of June. Some of it has to do with the post offices that they're using, the services. I ordered some items from Walmart that FedEx was to deliver. And of course, FedEx and UPS have a hub in Carstead, New Jersey. Everything seems to be stuck there. Supposed to have gotten it last Wednesday. It's now Tuesday, almost a week later. And the yarn I needed to complete a project for a prayer shawl, so that's my rant for today. Finished item. I have one finished item, and it is the Olivia Choice Cowl, and here's what I wound up with. And I put 3 rows of half double crochet around it, and that's good to go. It's a nice big size afghan. Well, what I call lap robe. It's not bed size afghan, so there's that. But it's a good size, and I enjoyed doing that. I am not starting another one with Olivia's right now because I have a couple of things in works, and I need to get those things completed. Of course, one of those is and I'm considering this part of the Nick Crate challenge that Rose has right now because I am using up yarns that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Of course, this is how far I've gotten on the red, white, and blue lapghan that I'm doing. The red I used 5 skeins. This is the first skein of the white, and I have 5 skeins of it to add to this. So there's that. And then the Granny D has that lovely Granny D Moss Stitch May challenge. I'll put it down below because I can't keep it straight. It's too many words, Granny D. But I am on my second ball of the yellow, and I have 2 balls of each. And this one I'm also considering part of Carrie's Crochet 10 Dollar Tree 10 yarns, because I'm using 10 yarns to do this one. Updates on the Luck of the Draw with Nan's Next Knots. The last number she chose was 2, and in my dead battery. Now to luck of the draw, number 3 with Nan's Next Knots. Number 2, and my colorway was Royal Blue. And as you know, I had finished the other blanket and it's already gone to prayer shawl. So I have started another one and added my Royal Blue. That's what we have so far on this one. And then on the one that I was doing in black, and then I'm just doing it until we're through with the 20 rows. My color was Garnet. And of course my colors that I was using were the Basic by Premier Yarn mostly. So there is my adding the garnet and my rows of black in between. And we've got a good size thing going on, so that when this is finished, I am sure that I will be able to put an edging around it, and it will go to the gatehouse for the last week of the folks that are on their way out. Now, later on today, I have some skeins of yarn, hanks actually, and these are both the same thing. These are Sugared Sport by Knit Crate. I'm going to ball these both up and decide on a project for this. I don't know if I'm going to do a poncho for me or something else, but you know, shawl, I don't know. But I am trying to decide, and this has that lovely little sparkle in it. Both of them do. And I can't remember what month we got these, but I had ordered an extra couple. It's got that pretty sparkle in it. So I'm going to take those up a little bit later. And then of course I have some gnome bags cut. I've got to cut their counterparts, and I have a couple of pig blankets that that I have to finish getting sewn, and another object I have to get sewn. Now, as you know, with Rose's Wings program, I had made a challenge to all the sewers to do diaper bags, and I found a couple diaper bags online, and I'm going to show you those. They're real easy, and they're free patterns. I think you get these at Fabric Traditions, I believe, and there was another one, but the one I decided on was the Sanyu, I think it's pronounced Sanyu diaper bag by Fabric Traditions. And of course I didn't use 3 Wishes fabric because I just didn't have any of that. But this is the diaper bag that I chose to make, and I made 4 of them, and I'm going to insert a little clip here and a picture. There are 4 diaper bags, and they all feature a front pocket that has divided sections. And then when you get into the inside of the bag, there's one side that has 2 pockets, and then the other has a total of 3 pockets. So those are the little diaper bags that I made. And there's one in that flower, and then there's a second one in the flower with some gray, and then a gray and the pink on the inside. And this one features some gray pockets on the front, pretty flower, deep blue interior with yellow pockets. And this one has some green pockets on the front. And then gray with the blue on the inside. And the interior of the pockets is a green plain on one side and on the other. It was just a lot of fun making these bags. And so those are the bags that are going to Rose. Have been sent off to Rose. So, yeah, I'm pretty thrilled about getting those off. I do need to film a little bit later on this week once things settle down for the sewing channel, and I will, post some things there. I am going to actually show people how to create an ostomy pouch, draft one up, and show you how to do it from an ostomy bag, so that you can do that. I know not a lot of people aren't interested, but there are some of us that when we looked at ostomy pouches for friends and things, couldn't find enough information out there about making your own. And these are just covers that go over the bag. So I will be doing that later on this week. Now, are you ready for a little water tarnation? We have a couple of sweet stories. Kitten saved from traffic takes 80-mile Uber ride to rescue. A kitten rescued from traffic by a Florida woman ended up taking an 80-mile ride in an Uber to an animal rescue facility. Kylie Gross said she was on her way to work in Hialeah, just outside of Miami, when she spotted a tiny kitten weaving through traffic. Gross, a nurse practitioner, said she was able to get the kitten into her car, but she arrived at the clinic where she administers COVID-19 vaccines. The feline had vanished into the steering column. When I got to work, I couldn't get her out of the car, Gross told WPBF TV. I had no idea where she was. I could just hear her meowing. Gross enlisted help from the police and firefighters stationed at the clinic to help lure the kitten out of its hiding place. But she was then faced with the problem of where to take the feline. Gross said she couldn't take the kitten home because her dog is not cat-friendly. And multiple local shelters told her they had no room for the animal. She said she learned that the Furry Friends Rescue in Jupiter could take the kitten in, but she had to work and couldn't take the kitten for the approximately 80-mile ride. So I called the cat an Uber. Gross said, I use Uber, so why not rescue a kitten using Uber? Uber driver Jose Jimenez said the hour-long drive was his first, acting as a feline shuttle service. When it comes to saving a little pet like this, I'll go anywhere, Jimenez said. Gross said her Uber bill for the ride came to $160, and that was including the tip. Furry Friends Rescue said the kitten is underweight, but otherwise healthy. The rescue said in a Facebook post that the kitten was named Uber in honor of its rescue story. And in a couple of weeks, she should be ready for adoption. How sweet. Now, I cannot imagine the fear that hit this mother when she realized what she was videoing. Mom's video captures 6-year-old fleeing from a shark at Hawaii Beach. A mother recording her 6-year-old daughter playing in the waves at a Hawaii beach captured the moment the girl was chased out of the water by a shark. And it's kind of scary, that video. Sherry Govia, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, said she was recording a video of her daughter, Anela Resentes, at Kalama Beach, Kalama Beach in Kailua, when the girl suddenly ran from the water and shouted that she had seen a shark. By the time she came out of the water, she was hysterical, Govia told KHON TV. I was like, oh my gosh, so I ran up, but I was looking for it but couldn't see it. I didn't realize it was actually a shark. That's what shocked me. when she reviewed her video footage and discovered a shark had indeed come within inches of her daughter. "I saw a shark. I didn't notice he was behind my back, so I really wanted to run out. I was really scared," the girl said. Experts reviewed the video and said it appears to be a black-tipped shark, a species known to hunt for fish in shallow waters. They said the girl was likely not in any danger from the shark. "I don't care. If I look behind me, I see a shark, I'm running too." So if you see this fat girl running, you better run too. Alright, now this one, I'm sure you guys have seen this. It was all over the news, but it was rather funny. Galaxy Quest audio plays over House Subcommittee hearing. A House Appropriations Subcommittee hearing was delayed Monday when 22 minutes of audio from the movie Galaxy Quest played while members were speaking. The House Appropriations Subcommittee on Energy and Water meeting was held via Zoom and live streamed online, where viewers noted the audio from the 1999 sci-fi comedy Galaxy Quest, and later some disco music from the Village People was playing in the background. The members of the subcommittee were apparently unaware of the audio issue until a recess was called to address the problem. Well, I think most time they're actually unaware of what's going on around them. Appropriations Committee spokesman Evan Hollander said the audio issue was a result of a problem with the House recording studio feed, not a member loudly watching TV with their microphone on. Okay, while the hearing itself was free of any disruption, HRS apparently decided to add a movie track over the discussion of energy and water projects. Hollander tweeted, "The hearing continued once the audio problem was resolved." Sure. Now this next story, the Facebook post, of course, has so much more about this, and it's quite funny. Arkansas police capture loose pig. Avoid being ambushed. Police in Arkansas responded to a call about a loose pig and recounted the capture. The effort in a pun-filled social media post. And you must go read it. It's hilarious. The Barling Police Department said in a Facebook post that its code enforcement and animal control officer was dispatched to capture a hamburglar, a loose pig wandering in the neighborhood. Officers established a perimeter around the suspect to keep from getting ambushed by any partners in swine he might have. We're happy to report that our culprit's owner was surprised. It was loose and quickly helped apprehend our suspect, the department said. The pig was returned to its owner. But I'd like to know how long that officer was baking in the sun. Alright guys, that's it for today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next week for another regular podcast. Remember, choose to be kind to one another and love one another. I'll see you again soon. Bye.